Welcome back to Simbright Fashion Academy YouTube channel for another interesting tutorial. So in this class I'll be showing you how to make this beautiful flounce design you are seeing right here on the thumbnail. And on the dress form, you can see me, I've already pinned it on the dress form. So this beautiful flounce design, you can use it to decorate any part of your dress. As you can see on the thumbnail, is on the part of the sleeve. Okay, so this flounce, we are going to make it right here in this class, and I'll be sharing with you the tips and tricks to making it look the way it is right here, both on the thumbnail and on the dress form right here. Okay, so if this is what you want to learn in this class, please stay tuned to the end of this tutorial. Thank you. So in this class, we'll be working on the beautiful flounce on a dress. So this beautiful flounce on a dress, I'm going to work with my doll face satin fabric, as you can see, and I'm going to work with my nylon boning as well. So the nylon boning, I'm working with measure 7 mm. Okay, so at the back of your tape, if you place the edge of it, you count 7 mm. The little strokes make 7 mm. So I'm working with doll face satin fabric at 1 yard. So it measures 1 yard. Okay, that is 36 inches makes 1 yard, as you can see right there. So, and it comes at a length of 60 inches. So I've already placed my fabric on fold. So I'm going to create the flounce right now. So the flounce for this dress, I placed it on fold. So once you place on fold, you're able to get your flounce. So now, like I said, the length is 60 inches. When placed on fold, I'm having 30 inches right here. So I'm going to get the midpoint of this. This is the midpoint of this flounce. And at this part of 36, I'll place it on fold. Of course, 36 divided by 2 will give us 18. So I've gotten the midpoint after placing on fold. I'll just come in with my ruler right now, and I'm going to make a cardinal point. So this cardinal point right here, I'm working on the back of it because we are going to stitch the back immediately. Okay, so I measure 2 inches on the cardinal points, 2 inches, 2 inches. Okay, so the 2 inches, I'm going to connect a circle to it. So this flounce that you see right there on the thumbnail, we are going to increase it from the inner circle. Okay, what I mean is, as we move on, we keep increasing. Of course, you are going to see what I mean by increasing as we move on. So now, from each point, I'm going to make circles of, including my seam allowance, I will make circles of, let me say, 3.5. I don't want it too big because the one we have at the outer part is going to be smaller. So by the time we sew off, we have what we actually need. So from here, I'll just keep making the circle. Okay, the inner circle comes at 3.5 inches, 3.5, 3.5. Okay, so I'm going to connect this inner circle to start with this. Okay, so I'll connect this. Is supposed to start with this. Then from this point, I'll start measuring the bigger circle. So this bigger circle, I'll be making it as 5.5. So I'll keep extending my line because that is where I'm going to work on this flounce. So from this point now, I'll start connecting my from this point I'll start connecting my 5.5. So from here, from this, I'm going to draw my 5.5 line. So my next measurement comes at 5.5. Okay. Five and half, then 5.5. Okay, so once I get to the last circle, I'm going to increase it to 7.5. So it depends on how big you want the starting point of your flounce to be at that point. So from this 5.5, I'm going to connect to the 7.5. I'll connect to the 7.5 like this, and I'll terminate it somewhere here. So you can see that is what we have on the flounce. So I will secure with my pins. Okay, there's no hairstay for this flounce. I did not hairstay it because we are going to pass our boning. So if you hairstay, it will be difficult for you to pass the boning. Okay, so I'm just holding my pins, holding it down, so by the time we sew, we'll be able to have turn this flounce around. So I'll start cutting now. You can see my flounce. I'll just start from this point where I stop my flounce. So once I cut into that circle, I'll start cutting now. So you can see that the flounce we have here is asymmetrical. It's not equal from one end to the other. So we take off this one that we started with. We don't need it. So it's actually asymmetrical flounce. So I'll just go ahead now to sew. This is my flounce. I'll sew the ends, the part we are working with. We are going to sew from here now. So I'll sew it, turn it, give it a good press, and bring it back. So now I've gone ahead to stitch. You can see my stitches all around the flounce. So the next thing I'm going to do is to turn it to the front piece. Okay, so once I turn to the front, I will go ahead and iron. So let me quickly turn and iron. So this is what I have after sewing my flounce. So you can see my flounce, like I said, is asymmetric. The beginning part is bigger and is smaller as it returns. Okay, so now I have already cut my nylon boning. Okay, by taking the measurement of what I have from the beginning, I took it around this way because that is where I'm going to pass. So whatever measurement you have for yours, that is what you are going to work with. So we are going to raise and insert our boning. Okay, so I'll come with my pin and secure it as I insert. Okay, So I'll keep inserting my boning. So as I'm inserting, I'm holding it down with my pin at that point so it does not roll out. So I'll keep holding it down with my pin. So I'll go around it now. Now, once you cut exactly the circumference, okay, it's easy for you to insert, as you can see. So you can see I started holding it down with my pin. So but once I got to this point, everything enters, as you can see. Okay, so now the next thing I'm going to do, I'll start by making gathers. Okay, so I'm going to make gathers on this part. I'll run my gather stitches. We are going to run gather stitches and hold on the gather stitches. So by the time I gather, you see it's already forming what we are looking for. Can you see that? So it's already forming. So let me run my gather stitches now. All right, so I've already run my gather stitches. So what I will do is to start taking my gather stitches little by little. So I'll just take my time to gather. Okay, so I will keep gathering. Okay, so you can just start from one end. Let me just take my time and gather from one end. So right now I'm done gathering, so you can see my gathers. So I can just take off my pins now. So I'll be able to arrange this and assemble it the way it is right there on the thumb nail. So you can see that. So right there on the thumbnail, so I'll just cut off the excess gathered stitches because I've gotten the gathers I want right now. So as it is on the thumbnail, you notice that the one below is bigger. So I'll push it in and I'll just make the spirals, okay, to my taste. Okay, so the one at the center is smaller. So I'll just go ahead and run a stitch right here. Okay, so you have to arrange it the way it is right there. So the more you pull out, you arrange and stitch. Okay, so you have your gathers, you have your boning. So I'm going to arrange it now very appropriately the way it is right there on the thumbnail. Then I'm going to stitch the center and cover with my flower patch. Then that is how to go about this. You can see it right there. I've already stitched, as you can see. So mine, I have about 4 layers of it. Okay, so you can still twist and twist. This can really go, you know, and you have it the way it is on the thumbnail. So once you are done stitching, holding it down, you can go ahead and gum your flower patch. So I'm sticking my flower patch to cover the rough edge. Okay, so that's how to go about this beautiful flounce design. So you can now attach it to anywhere part of your dress you wish, as you can see. So that's what the inside. So please make sure you serge it, but for the purpose of this tutorial I'm just doing this. Make sure you serge before you gather. So thank you very much for coming to this tutorial once again. So if you are new to this channel, please kindly subscribe, turn on your notification bell to receive videos like this every day. Like this video, share to family and friends, drop your comment on the comment section and your suggestions as well. Thank you for coming. See you in the next class. Bye.